And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary didn't really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the deep.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Prescott from the gun on third. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless? Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so 20. You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They toss to Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's been a long game for you. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end run.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's going to keep it here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And an alley to run. Powering his way forward and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And again, it's Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He may try and run for this. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 62 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Prescott. Now he's forced out right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Sometimes it's designed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's get it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And watch the slant.
To throw on second and 6. Jackson looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth.
21. Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57 Mike. Mike 57. We own it.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Kill. 26.
4th down, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And cuts out right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
I got one.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. There we go. 4 and 8.
50 seconds, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
We're going to 53.
Check that.
26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 56.
Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 54. I got it.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jalen Smith showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Tight down. There you go. Mike 54.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's caught by Roberts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Prescott finding Witten. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Cooper's first catch and good for a first down. On first down, it's Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Throwing on second and 8. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second and goal, Prescott. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Oh, nice move. Stepping up, he'll try and run. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 48-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Check. Mike, 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch it go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Shift. 66. Good. Half. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. What?
Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Let's go now. Set the flag. 54. Off. Hey, come on now. Come on.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught, Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. First down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Who that? Who that? Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, what? Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here I come. 54.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 49 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Elliott running right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Elliott, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Cooper was the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead. Thing is flipped in the other direction.
Right there. Right there. 54 miles.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot.
A 27-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
Under.
Kill it, motion me out.
Go, get out there.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Complete to Jason Witten. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
We're going to 54.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Pollard. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Rip left, rip left. 54, Mike, 54.
Jackson to throw. They'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my. And I don't know that I have ever seen a tie game decided in the final seconds because of a safety.
It's just an absolute disaster, Brandon. You're thinking you're going to at least get yourself to overtime. But how about this defense? They said, we're going to take matters into our own hands, and this will be an unbelievable victory if it holds up.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Prescott. And he takes it in for the score.